We're live! Woo! It is 4:00 and we are live. Post in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me good. You know, those are always the questions I ask because I'm always most worried about that. But I'm also going to post in the chat. Hello, everyone. I didn't know you guys were already here and chatting. That's so exciting. I love it. I love it. You guys are probably in a commercial, which I always say that too. So I apologize. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It is 4 p.m. I've been looking forward to this call for a while today. I was like, you know, when you like start to do things and you're like, oh gosh, I already forgot that I have something to do later. That was me. So I was like, okay, 4:00. I got to remember. It's been a crazy day, guys. Crazy day. Hello, Sue. Hello, Tori. Hello, Krista and Joyce and Krista and Mano and Kim. Oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome. And Amy, I see you're here too. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are all joining me today for our month 2 kickoff. Yay! Who's so excited? I'm so excited. I'm starting to like get back in the groove of things. You probably all saw, but last week I was in Dallas, Texas, and it was hot. It was hot. Who lives in Texas? I'm sure actually a couple of you. Okay, so Joyce lives in Texas. There are a few of you that I know live in Texas or in those hotter climates. Sue, you're in Austin. So it was hot, guys. It was so hot. And it actually, the temperature wasn't hot. It was maybe in the 80s, but the humidity got me. I would just walk to my car and I was sweating. I was pretty much sweating the entire week, which I know is super gross and disgusting. Nobody wants to hear about that. But I had to note that because we live in South Carolina and we do get humidity pretty bad, especially in like July and August. It's our hottest months. And so I was like, oh, I can handle it. But I really wasn't expecting it. And then Moda, love Moda, they were like, oh, we love our air conditioning and it's going to be freezing in the building. And maybe it was for the participants, the attendees that were there just sitting and sewing. But I was sweating the entire time when I was talking, when I was teaching, when I was walking through the hallways, when I was eating breakfast. And I was like, I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I'm just sweaty. So anyway, I had such a wonderful time in Dallas for Motivation. If you don't know what Motivation is, it is a shop only, online and brick and mortar shop only retreat that Moda puts on. There were about 120 shops. Some shops brought other people with them, so not 120 shops, but 120 people representing a shop were there, and it was so much fun. I was so happy I was invited. I taught 3 classes, and I'm going to show you in just a second what I taught. We designed an exclusive pattern. Each of the designers designed an exclusive pattern just for those quilt shops to have exclusivity for, I think, 3 or 6 months before other shops do. But once those exclusivity rights, am I even saying the right word, are over, it'll be a pattern that'll be available in my shop. So that's why I'm going to show it tonight as well so that you can see that. But, and to tie it all back in, you know, and tie a little bow, I presented my block of the month to all the shops that were there in a schoolhouse. If you don't know what a schoolhouse is, it is where you just kind of present to people where they come. I think it started at Quilt Market. I've never done or attended a schoolhouse, but I have seen them on YouTube and filmed and watched them back. And it's really where you're showcasing a product or a quilt along or your fabric or your brand to those that want to attend. And each class was set up each day where they either went to the warehouse or they were either getting classes by Robin, Vanessa, so many other designers, and or they could attend schoolhouses. So like you were rotating. And so I was so excited to share. I shared all the block of the month. I shared all about it. I shared about Cozy Cottage, went over the workbook, and guess what? So many shops are so excited. They had no idea about it because I can only go so far in getting the word out. And even though it's in the Moda catalog, sometimes it's like, okay, that looks like a hard quilt. I will pass on getting that because I'm looking for something more less challenging for my shop. And so it was just really good for me to speak about the block of the month because I've never had to do that in front of shops. So it's like a different way of talking about it, just like what the value is for the shop and the customer and all the fun things like this that we get to do. And so it was really, really, really cool to present that. And so more shops are going to be hopping on for Quilt Room, which I'm so excited about. So anyways, sorry for rambling, but I had it on my list to talk about. I had it on my list to talk about. I love that you guys are chatting amongst yourselves in the chat. That's so fun. So, okay. How is everybody doing? Are you guys doing good with the block of the month? How did month 1 go for you? Did you finish? Are you still working through it? How did it go? Are you over it already? You can be honest. Post in the chat how it's going for you. Have you finished? Are you still working on it? Some of you I know are working way ahead because you've posted in a private Facebook group. Some of you are like almost done, but you haven't finished yet. I think one person has finished, or at least that has shared they have finished. I wonder if some of you are intimidated by the roof. Okay, let's see. Mano said, nope, so good for me, just getting to it. And Josie said, I finished month 2. Awesome. And Teresa said, Quilter's Room is going to be so much fun. It really is. It is such a cool quilt. I wish I had more space on my wall to really display it. Okay, so Tori finished the first weekend. We'll work on month 2. Awesome. Amy finished month 1 and month 2. Go, Amy. That's so exciting. And she's also trying to catch up on Flower Shop. Oh, you guys, so fun. I'm so happy you guys are still working at it because I know, especially in the summertime and Maycember, we talked about that last time. Summertime, Maycember, and then like fall going into like the holidays. It can be a really busy time. So I'm so proud of all of you guys for getting your blocks done. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick month 1 recap for us and just how to access the main hub, everything about this block of the month, because I know some of you still have questions. I'm getting a couple emails about how to access the main hub. So I'm just addressing it in many different places. I'm addressing it here, I'm addressing it in emails and other places. So you should, if you ordered from me or a shop, the full kit, you should have all of your patterns. If you ordered via a block of the month program from a shop, you may just have month 1 or month 2 now, but you should have gotten your little welcome insert. Now, this little welcome insert is super important. And you guys, if you've been here, you guys know this is nothing new to you, but I wanted to address it. So there is a QR code in this little pamphlet. It's just welcoming you, gives you next steps, goes over schedule and everything that's included. Be sure to open up those patterns, even if you're not going to be, let's say, participating like with the normal schedule. If you just bought this because you thought it was cute and you're like, well, I'll hop on a couple lives, and I'll do it on my own time, still scan that QR code because it gives you access to all the fun things in the main hub, as well as your next step, which is to sign up for the email communications newsletter. The email communications newsletter is how 4 winners will win per month just for being signed up for that. So don't hesitate. Get in there. Now, if you got your patterns and maybe don't have this, or you are doing like a block of the month series and maybe the shop did not send this to you, just email me at customerservice@mysoquiltylife.com. How was that? That was pretty good, right? Anyway, you should have everything you need as far as all your patterns to get going on this block of the month. You can work ahead if you have all of them, or you can stay on pace with the schedule. But this little pamphlet right here is super important. And I would open it up, except for I didn't close or cover the QR code, and I don't want anybody to be able to access it. You do have to be part of the block of the month to get in. So really quick, if you haven't signed up and you've accessed the main hub and haven't signed up for the communications email, I highly encourage you, do it, get it done. I just highly, highly, highly encourage you to do that. That is just the way that I can communicate directly to you in your inbox. Things that are going on each month. When we start a new month, I give like a rundown of everything that's going on. If there's any corrections or any freebies for you. Next month, we have a little bonus pattern, and you'll probably want to be notified when that's ready. And so I hope that you sign up for that communications email. Now, it is a different email than my main email newsletter. So if you're like, oh, I already get her emails, no, it's different. So in my email program, I have segments that I can put you in, and I need you to be in the Cozy Cottage BOM segment because that's different from the segment of my main newsletter. So I just want to make sure you understand that because I know it can be complicated with all these different things to do, all these different links and all these different things you have to sign up for. But if you have any questions, you can always email me. So I wanted to go over what's in the main hub for those of you that haven't joined the main hub or gone in. There are different categories with a ton of different freebies and goodies. I'm not going to go into each one of those. If you want to see more information about that, you can watch our last live, which was the month 1 kickoff. I go into detail about everything that you're getting in your main hub for the entire block of the month. This time, I didn't just give it monthly. I gave it all up front. And then occasionally, I'll give you guys some little freebies here and there. But I want you to know that there are full content and resources in there. And then the bonus pattern will be available next month, I believe. Yeah. Or month 4. I can't remember. It'll be soon. So there'll be something new there. Also, you can find the links to all the videos, all the tutorials, and you'll find the Zoom meetups when we have one in month 4. So it's just a great way to access everything. And then you'll notice just under where you sign up for the email list, I have like a bulletin board announcement. I don't know what I call it, guys. You'll have to help me. But you'll see that there, and I update that not as often as I should, but I updated it this morning or last night at some point, just letting you know, welcoming you to month 2, and then just some reminders in there. So you can always check that out. Yeah. And then just again, it's the main hub is your one-stop shop for everything. That is where you can access it, and it's going to be evergreen, meaning if you don't want to work on this quilt right now, you don't have to. You can definitely work on it down the line. All those things are still going to be accessible for you in the main hub if you have the link. If you don't have the link, you'll have to email me. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that all those things about the main hub. Who loves the main hub? Who loves how it's set up? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it challenging for you? It's really the only way without charging a membership fee that I can have like a secret hub for you guys to be able to join. So it might change in the future, but right now I feel like it works. So we're going to keep at it. Okay, you guys love the main hub. You guys got quiet on me for a second. You guys got quiet on me. Okay, so I wanted to chat really quick. You're probably like, what's all this stuff in the main hub? But we created a fun little workbook, and I showed that on the last live going through the setup. But I actually did do a little bit of changes to my workbook because as I was about to go to Motivation, and I brought this with me so I could really talk about what the block of the month came with and they could physically see it and touch it, I was like, I think I need a couple more tabs. So I actually added a whole nother set of 8 tabs. So you saw me write, let me get to it, one moment. So if you remember, I put together basically month 1 through 8 with these tabs. And then I was like, I put everything in like the front for fabric requirements, for all the things. And I was like, well, this isn't very helpful because I need like a quick flip when I was planning out like what I was going to talk in the schoolhouse at Motivation about the block of the months. So I went ahead and segmented everything out more. So I thought I would just show you that really quick, just in case you're like, this isn't working. I need to do something else. I have a tab for the calendar. I have a tab for the progress trackers, for the quilt details, the cutting and fabric requirements, the bonus patterns, which you'll get, and then the bingo card and the hand embroidery. And so I'll try to show you that. Right here, here's my tabs, if you can see them. So that's what I have here. I just felt like it separated all that content a little bit more for me. And I wanted to show you guys that because it's different. Like if you see it in the videos or if you see me talking about it, it is different than what I originally did in the month 1 live. So, okay. So, oh, and don't forget, you can color in. So you can color in your cute little bloom tracker. You probably have some spaces that you can fill out on your bingo card, which I'm going to do later because after we talk all about month 1, we're going to be jumping into month 2, which is what we're really talking about this month. And then you're going to be able to cross off so many things and color in that bloom tracker. So I just am so excited. So before I do that, I wanted to quickly show the quilt. We're in show and tell. This quilt was in Texas with me, and I got to show her. And let me tell you, everybody was so excited about this quilt. They thought it was so cute, and it made me so happy. So this is the Cozy Cottage Block of the Month quilt, and I don't have a lot of space here, but this is what it looks like. You probably can't see all of it, but in month 1, we focused on making a little bit more manageable. We focused on making right here these 2 flowers and then this birdhouse, which kind of goes down through that flower. So that was month 1, block 1 and block 2. How adorable was that? The little birdie, so cute. I just think it's so cute. But in month 2, you probably already saw what you're making. I know some of you already started, but you are making these adorable little flowers, and I call them canisters, but I don't think that's the right word. What is the word for this little thing right here? The thing that they're in, this little canister thing. I know it has a word. What is the word? Oh. Okay, so you're making these 2. So you're actually making 2 of the same block. Milk can, milk jug. That's exactly what it is, isn't it? I call it a canister in the patterns, and I was filming the tutorials, and I was like, the canister blocks. And I'm like, there's got to be a better word for that. Okay, so you're making 2. So you got 1 here. They're right next to the door, and 1 here. So that is block 3. And then for block 4, it's these little shrubs right here underneath that little window box. So cute. I love those. So cute. So I wanted to show you really quick my blocks. Let me fold this back up really quick. I wanted to show you my month 1 blocks just to recap to show you, because I am using a completely different fabric collection. You guys all know that I'm using Lella Boutique's Wild Honey collection, which will be in stores later this fall or like early in the beginning of next year. So here is my block 1. That's block 1. Super cute. And then here is block 2. And you see I'm using the little markers that you got in your main hub. Josie said, I find that the flower pieces are time consuming. Oh, they totally are. That block 3, is probably going to be one of the most time consuming blocks that you do make. There's another one in the roof. There's those tulips. That one's time consuming, but mostly the rest of them aren't. So just take it slow. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So let me move into month 2. So for month 2, I believe, Josie, you are talking about these flower blocks up here being so time consuming with all the little pieces. Totally true. I'll be honest. They're not very fun to make. Actually, they're not fun to make. It's just when you're like wanting to like get it done and then you have to make 2 of them, you're like, oh, Heather, why did you do this to me? But I thought they looked so cute. They're cute, right? Okay, so I filmed the tutorial and I still need to put together the second one. It's the one that I used for all the step outs. So it's like halfway done, but here it is. Oh, here are my blocks. 1 block is done. And then here we go. Oh, Teresa, are you going to do the bloom tracker, bingo, and all the things for the next sew-alongs? So are you talking about for quilt room? If you're talking about quilt room, yes. Any signature block of the month that I have is going to have all these things with it. So here are blocks 3. Oh, and I wanted to mention on this one, you guys have probably made this little block here before. So I actually have, if you're struggling with getting everything to line up and making it, I have a tutorial called How I Would Approach It. And it's the first video where you make this flower. So be sure to check. I have tons of tips and tricks in there, and I think you're going to love it if you're struggling. And then block 4, let me make sure this is right. It's the little cute little shrubs. Look how adorable. Oh my goodness. I love this. This fabric is so cute. so cute. I love the polka dots as the back of my background, which is also the house. So these are at Quilt Market. Somebody says, oh, I love how you put Easter eggs in the bushes. And I was like, well, I guess they could be Easter eggs, but they weren't meant to be. They were meant to be flowers. So the person that said that kept going on and on and on about the Easter eggs, and I just let them have their moment. I wasn't going to tell them they're not Easter eggs. So here are your shrubs. Now, you do make 2 small ones. These are the small ones on the outer sides, and you're actually making them the exact same way, but you're rotating one completely so that one is upside down. You can probably see that. And then just the middle one's the large one. So that's what you're making this month. I do have the tutorial filmed. I combined it into one tutorial because we've kind of touched on all of these techniques before. So it's actually a little bit quicker of a tutorial, but there'll be 2 blocks. So it won't feel like it's like 5 minutes. It'll probably be 20 minutes. I just need to finish editing it, but I will have it out tomorrow morning. So if you're waiting on that, or you don't feel confident enough to get that done, wait for that tutorial, because I do tell you where things need to line up. I tell you things to watch out for when making it. And then like I really go through each section for you. And so it really like starts to make sense, because this is a lot of work, right? Just right here. That's a ton of work. That's a lot of little pieces. And you would think that you're putting all 3 flowers completely together, but you don't. You're actually making like this piece right here, this middle piece, and this flower. This flower is one of the only ones that actually is completed fully. But then you're completing this unit and that unit. And then when you put it together, it all comes together. Josie says, my husband told me they look like Christmas lights. Yeah, they totally could. They could look like Christmas lights. Oh, wouldn't that be so cool if somebody did theirs in Christmas fabric? Oh my gosh. Okay, Cheryl said, guess we have 2 holidays covered. Right, Christmas and Easter. Okay, so those are my blocks. This one was actually pretty easy. The only thing that's really time consuming is doing all your corner squares on the Easter eggs, flower, Christmas lights. So it's just time consuming on getting those corner squares and all that, and then pressing and trimming and all that. But once you have, that's upside down. Once you have that together, you're just assembling them in rows, and it actually goes together super, super quick. Okay. Oh yes, Teresa, I'd love to see that done as a Christmas cottage. Wouldn't that be so cute? I think somebody actually is, I think, planning on doing a Halloween version of the cottage, because they emailed me. So if that was you, I would love to know, and I can't wait to see your blocks. So, all right. So those are the two blocks. Let's see. Again, the tutorials will be ready tomorrow morning. Perfect. So I want to go over really quick the 4 giveaway winners and 2 social share winners. That's a tongue twister for me. Social share winners. Okay, so I want to say congratulations to our 4 giveaway winners for the month. Angie, I don't know your last name. It's like Halvolson. Sorry. Rochelle, Wander, I don't know if that was your name, but that was the name that you put in, and Kim Dawson. Congratulations! You were emailed this morning, so keep a lookout from an email from me. And then our 2 social shares are at Mermaid Mama Hawaii and at melrainey.1. So congratulations. In order to win one of the giveaways, one of the 4 giveaways, you just have to be signed up for that communications email. That's just a little bit of an encouragement for you guys to get signed up. Sneaky. No, but really, I want you to be signed up for the email communications, because it just makes it so much easier for you. And then in order to win a social share, you had to make the previous month's blocks and post them on social media using hashtag Cozy Cottage BOM, and then tag me as well. So I just click on that hashtag, and I'm able to find who put it on, or who put it in their hashtag, and who posted. Now, if you don't use the correct hashtag, I won't see it. I'm only clicking on Cozy, and that is Cozy with a Z, Cottage BOM. We can't do Cozy Cottage Quilt or Cottage BOM or anything like that. It has to be the actual QR code so I can see it. So congratulations to our winners. I'll be sending prize lists over soon, and I cannot wait to see what you pick. We've got great prize list, and the items value anywhere from like $40 to $80. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. I like can see all of the strings I already have. So I dressed more comfortable today. I don't know. This is my So Quilty Life very dingy shirt. It's like missing half of its letters. And yeah, it's been a day. I was at the hospital today with my brother-in-law who was having a pretty major procedure done. And I was needing to be there with him. And we just got back. And I was like, perfect. I'm not getting dressed up. I'm going in my sewing clothes. This is what I really wear all the time. Not the same outfit, obviously. I wear this like every day. No, I wear like a fun shirt and some black leggings and then my pink shoes up here. I just really love to be comfy, and if I don't have anywhere to go, why not? Okay, that was totally off topic. I just feel like I just got all these strings stuck to me, so I probably look crazy. Okay, also, I just want to remind you that if you need help at all, at any time, or maybe you think you found a correction or you're not sure like about one of the steps, do not hesitate ever to reach out to me at customerservice@mysoquiltylife.com. I'm here to help you. I am just a tad bit slow on getting back just because I'm still getting through all the emails from Dallas, but I am, if you email me the customer service at mysoquiltylife, that inbox has priority. Sorry guys, over all other inboxes, because that's the customer service email and we want an A+ service, right? Oh my gosh, I just have to be silly. But right now, we have no pattern corrections to the actual patterns. So that's good. So if you found something, please let me know. I hope we don't. Again, if you do think there's a correction, please check the pattern correction page. I will also, moving forward, always put it in the main hub just so it's there in the same spot. Nothing right now, but if you do find something, check there first. Measure your pieces, because I've also done this where I thought I needed 2.5, but I really needed 2.25. Now I'm like, this doesn't fit. What's going on? Your pattern's wrong. And it's not the pattern. Sometimes it could be, but it's usually me miscutting something. And if I would have gone back and measured before I reached out to somebody, I would have figured out that. And it saves you a little bit of like embarrassment. I'm not ever like mad at anybody for sending me anything. Don't ever be embarrassed. But I know I've tried to be like, oh, your pattern's wrong. And it wasn't. And I was like, now I feel like an idiot. So don't ever feel like that with me though, guys. I really do appreciate you guys do. You guys have eagle eyes and you're really looking at those patterns. After I spent months looking at them, it all becomes a blur. And so I definitely appreciate all of you guys really checking those patterns, because I want to make sure that you guys have the most current and up-to-date patterns. And if there is an error, I want to get it addressed. So don't ever feel like you can't reach out to me. I just don't want you to be like embarrassed or anything. So just have to mention that. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, like, was that all? No. Okay, so I found, and you'll laugh because we don't use crayons anymore. I found some crayons in a cabinet because I've been meaning to get some colored pencils or something, and I don't know. I used to have a very fancy set of color pencils, and I think I gave them to my son, and they're long gone. And so I was like, no, I want to color in like my bloom tracker with you guys. So I was searching, and I found some crayons. Okay, time out. Do you say crowns or crayons? How do you say crayons or crowns? My husband says crowns. I say crayons, and he thinks he's right. And of course, I'm right, but I think I'm right. And he says they're crowns. And I'm like, it's not like a king, like a crown, like a king and queen's crown. It's not CROWN. Oh my gosh, I hope I spelled that right. And he's like, yes, it is. I'm like, it says on the box crayons. So that was such a side note. Okay, so I wanted to, because sometimes we kind of get in our groove and we have this beautiful workbook, right? And we don't actually open it up other than to access our patterns. And I want to say, I have loved having the patterns in this workbook. it's made like, this is where I sew and I put it right here. It's made like the world of difference just having that organized in a binder, having it all attached instead of flipping through loose pages. So that's been super nice. So I just have to comment on that. I hope you guys feel the same about it. So I have my bloom tracker here, and I'm pretty much able to color up. Oh my gosh, I can color up this leaf and this leaf. So break out that bloom tracker right now, and I'm coloring. I probably won't color it all, but I wanted to get started on it. Oh my gosh, because I want to show you my bloom tracker. Okay, this isn't gonna, I'm not gonna be able to color all of this, but I wanted to get a little bit in here and color. Are you guys coloring, or am I just looking silly because I am coloring? Oh my gosh, it's taking shape. So you should be coloring if you've finished your month 1 blocks and you watch the month 1 tutorials and join the live, which is this. And then also, if you post it on social media, you can color. And then if you've been giving lots of people love on social media for their blocks, then you can color. And I'm almost done. That was quick. So be sure to fill this out and color it because it's so fun. I'm like channeling my inner kindergartner right now, which is kind of fun. Kind of fun. And it made it like actually looks so cute. Okay. Ah! Here we go. That was quick. So my bloom flower is taking shape. And then next month, I'll be able to color in this leaf, and then we'll be working on the flower. Don't forget about your other tracker. If you're not gonna channel your inner kindergartner primary education self, you can just check off or color in the hearts each month so you know where you're at and where you left off on when you jump back in for the next month. Also, don't forget about your bingo card, guys. We actually played bingo twice at Motivation. One, Moda put on the bingo, and I had no idea they were doing that. And then I had bingo, so I made fun bingos for my class, and they got to fill us out if they finished the blocks and got certain units done, posted on social media. So I took a page from my book and put it on here. Oh my goodness, you guys are supposed to laugh at me, but I thought this was a lot of fun because I feel like this helps us in this block of the month be able to complete things or just stay encouraged, stay on track. And I really wanted the my class participants to do that as well. So I thought that was like super fun to do that. So that was just a little show and tell. But anyway, we can go ahead and cross off several. So we can cross off, join the Facebook group if you haven't already. We have a private Facebook group. Support your favorite quilt shop. You can cross that out if you've been supporting your favorite quilt shop. Join one YouTube live stream. So you can go ahead, if you're on this call, you can go ahead and cross it off. And let's see, we've got follow or like My So Quilty Life on social media. That's me. So if you follow me, you can cross that out. Go ahead and cross out your free space. Don't forget about that. It's free. Also, comment on a post in the My So Quilty Life Quilty community group. You can go ahead and cross that out. Posting your progress on social media, you can cross that out. And let's see. Let's complete month 1 blocks. Do something nice for somebody. Subscribe to the email list. Complete month 2. Reserve your quilt room block of the month. And encourage another block of the month participant. So you guys should already have like at least 10 spaces checked off, right? Does anybody have like a bingo marker they're using? That would be so, I should make one either with a flower or with a quilt block. There's probably already one out there, but wouldn't that be cool with like a quilt block? So this is just some fun things to keep you motivated and excited. And don't forget, you can turn this in at the end for some fun prizes. So don't forget. Oh, Amy said, oh, please make one. How fun would that be? How fun would that be? I love that. Okay, so I wanted to know if you have any questions for me about the block of the month or any of the materials or anything before I move on to, yes, a dauber. That's what it's called. Joyce, thank you. Before I move on to the little show and tell segment of this series, because like I said, last block of the month, I wanted to make it different. So we talk about the block of the month, and then I'm going to show you guys some fun stuff. And I have some free patterns for you. If you don't know, there are 3 free patterns for you. I'm going to show you those in a second, but don't hop off the call yet, but you can get those on my blog. So post your questions in the chat if you have any. And then if not, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into a quick, super quick show and tell. I'm going to show you my quilts for Sunbonnet that are finally done. The quilt patterns are finally available. I have 3 free patterns. And I wanted to show you some of the products that have started to come in for Sunbonnet. So let me know. You're more than welcome to hop off. If you're hopping off, thank you so much for being here for our month 2 kickoff. Don't forget to share your blocks as you make them or as you finish them using our hashtag Cozy Cottage BOM. I cannot wait to see them. But no questions yet. Oh, let me see. What pattern was used for your teddy bear? So that teddy bear is called Teddy Tell Bear, and it is by Gina Tell of Thread Graffiti. She developed that pattern, and she actually made that bear for me using all of my fabric collections up until a certain point. And so that bear is super special. He's super cute. So, all right. Okay, no questions about the block of the month. So I'm going to hop right in. So I wanted to first start by showing you the free patterns. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I want to I want to start by showing you the free patterns that I have for you. So over on my blog at mysoquiltylife.com, you can access 3 free patterns. 2 of them are grouped together because they go together, and then this one is actually on its own. So you do have to fill out your information to get them, and it'll send you via email the pattern. So this is the first one, and it's not going to show up good because of the lighting, but this is called the Love Me Mini Quilt, and this is made using 1 mini charm. I just used 1 mini charm to make this. I know you guys got some cute mini charms in your stash. Do you love mini charms? Post in the chat if you love mini charms. I love mini charms. I have a ton of mini charms. And if it wasn't for time crunch, I was about to make like 5 more of these in different fabrics that I have. So this is available for you on my blog. For mine, if you're like, I want to do this when the fabric comes out, the fabric actually ships in September. So you'll be able to make it in September. Or if you hang on long enough, you might win a mini charm to make this. So what I did for mine is in my Sunbonnet collection, I had 8 low volumes. So I just put the low volumes in the patchwork blocks so that each heart really stood out. But you don't have to do that at all. You can put your low volumes as well in your heart so that your patchwork blocks do stand out. So this is the first one. I quilted it myself. It has an ugly crease because I actually brought it to Motivation with me. And it was a fun little goodie that the quilt shops got. They got this for me with this pattern. And some of them actually made it while they were there because they all got a mini charm. So that's this one. Love Me Mini. It is not a paid pattern. It is a free pattern. If you're on my email list, I sent out an email for you yesterday with it. The other 2 patterns are super cute. They're all going to have ugly creases because I just got the shipment of quilts back from Moda because I had them displayed at Motivation and I let them ship them back home to me. So I haven't really unfolded them. This is called Hopscotch, and it uses 1 panel, 1 charm pack, and a little bit of yardage inside of these, I guess over here, inside of these patchwork blocks. Super cute. So this is also a free pattern. I believe we cut down these blocks, I think to 10.5 or a 10. So you could actually totally just use 1 print in here if you don't want to use the panel, or if you have another panel from another fabric collection you could use here, or you could actually piece blocks here. So that would be really pretty with star blocks as well. So if you don't want to wait on the cute little adorable Sunbonnet panel, you don't have to. So that is that. And I wanted to mention really quick what I'm showing if you are on my email list or you follow me on social media, you did see that I actually have a collection of pantographs. So if you're a quilter or if you love any of these pantographs, be sure to let your quilter know where you can get them. This is just one of them, and you can kind of see the little sunbonnet girl. Let me show the back. You'll probably be able to see it better. Do you guys see it? Oh, this is so cute. So cute. Okay. I'll point out which ones are my pantos. So that's this one. So that's the first one. It's called Hopscotch. So Hopscotch and then Little Lovey are together when you try to download the patterns. They'll be together. This is so cute. This is called Little Lovey. I love this one. Let me back up for you. Can you see? Yep. Okay. Look how darling. So adorable. I love this. So in the pattern, I give you two colorways. One where the sashing is pink and the hearts are blue. And then this is the way that I made with the blue sashing and the pink hearts. So super cute. Again, if you do not want to use the panel, you could definitely make blocks. They're square to put them in there. So thank you everybody for loving these. Now this one is one of my favorite pantographs that me and Mindy of Quilt with Mindy designed. We did a collaboration together, so I can't take credit. She drew them up so that you could, or a long armor could put them in their quilting system to quilt as a pantograph. So I can't take credit for that work, but we came up with these designs based on my fabric collection. You'll have to check out the pantographs by themselves so you can really see what they look like. But this is the back, and it's got little sunbonnet girls with little hearts. Ah, so adorable. Okay, so those two are free as along with tongue twister, the Love Me Mini. So after this, head on over to my blog and download those patterns so that you can get those and you're ready for when the fabric ships. Now I want to show you just 4 of my paid quilt patterns, and I'm not going to show Quilt Room because you guys have already seen that. So I want to show you just really quick a couple of my paid patterns. Now they are on sale. I think they are 20% off until the end of the month. So if you are on my newsletter or not, the coupon code is Sunbonnet20. Sunbonnet20. I think they're 20% off. But this is called Tulip Delight. It's a jelly roll quilt. Super cute. What do you think about this one? What do you think? So this is a jelly roll quilt. It's actually a really great size. This was pieced by my sample maker and really good friend, Jolie Sisney. Hello, Jolie, if you're watching. And this is also one of the new pantographs. So love this one as well. Super cute. Love this one. And I love the border. This is one of my favorite prints. I have several, but this is one of my favorite prints. So that one is so fun. The next one is called Happy Hearts. It was also pieced by Jolie. Jolie pieced 3 of them. So I got super busy and couldn't do any of them. But this is a layer cake friendly quilt. This is called Happy Hearts. And you could totally use your stash, and you could also make it smaller by just using 9 blocks. By just using 9 blocks. So it's a big one. It's about a twin size. So I can't really hold it all up. But it's just a heart block with some patchwork. So that is so pretty. I love this one. I did not design this pantograph. This is just one that I absolutely love to use. I actually use this on my cozy cottage. I've used it on several others. This is just a Baptist band heart that you can find with pretty much any long armor. So I did not make this one, but it's still super cute and I had to use it. Okay, layer cake friendly quilt. Now, it's been a long time since I designed a star quilt, and you guys probably all know the story. I used to design and make star quilts. This is the sped up version. And I didn't know what I was doing. My seam allowance was awful, and I kept cutting off all my points. I thought, okay, it's supposed to measure 12 or 12 and a half unfinished. Let me just plop down the 12 and a half inch ruler on it and cut around it, which is not right either. And so I always struggled because it was always cutting off my points. So that's why I started also, because I love flowers. That is why I started designing things like this, because you have no points to worry about when you have flower blocks. Anyway, I'm sure you guys know that story, but I got better. I got better. Moral of the story, Heather got better, and now she can make star blocks with no problem, although I didn't make this quilt. I actually am making it. It's over here in Nantucket Summer. I'm making it for a friend, and I can't say who because I know they watch this. And so I am making it, and I'm better at stars. Anyway, long story short, this is called Star Burst, and it is a star quilt. This is yardage friendly. Super cute. I love this one. And I didn't design this pantograph either. This is a Baptist fan with stars. I'm going to turn it this way so you can really see all the different fabric because I need more space. But anyway, this was pieced by Jolie Sisney as well. She did such a fabulous job with her points, right? So that is also in the shop. And then last, but it's not least because I have one more to show you, but this is Lovely Stitches. This is one of my favorites, guys. I hope you like it too, but you know I love a good sewing themed quilt. And with Sunbonnet, I went crazy with hearts and sewing themed things. So this is Lovely Stitches, and I think I might have shown this on here once, maybe not quilted, but this is a fat quarter friendly quilt. You just need 16 fat quarters to make this. So pretty. So if you're wondering, these are embroidery hoops with a spool. Oh, there we go, and a heart. So, and then some cute little cross stitches up here. So love this one. This would be so cute in a little girl's room. Oh my goodness. And I really want to make a one block for a pillow for my studio because I think that would be so cute as well. So cute. Okay. I made that one. And then that was actually also a new pantograph that Mindy and I designed. I use this one a lot. This is called Floral Bouquet 2. So pretty. I just really love how it fills in all that negative space. Okay, last quilt. This was the quilt that I taught at Motivation to all the quilt shops. So we had to design a pattern that was either layer, cake, or jelly roll friendly. And so I have another quilt pattern out there called Along the Meadow, but I redesigned it, made the blocks smaller, rounded the corners so that there wasn't a border. So I changed a lot of it, and I recalled it In the Meadow. So they're two separate patterns. There's one along the meadow, one in the meadow. So this is the quilt, and I did not make this. I don't know who made this. Somebody at Moda made this quilt, and they gave it to me. So, like, Moda gave it to me in my shipment of quilts. So I did not make this, but I did make a mini version of it. But here it is. This is a layer cake friendly quilt, and all you need is a little bit of green yardage. Oh my goodness, so pretty, so pretty. And it is the only one with rounded corners this time in my pattern collection. I usually try to do at least one rounded corner pattern. So this was super pretty. I do not know the pantograph design because, again, I did not I didn't make this, and I didn't choose the quilting. But it is so fun. So you guys might remember, again, that Along the Meadow, it's similar but not the same. The size of blocks are smaller, and rounded corners, different borders, different size. So this one is super cute too. I love this one. So again, this one is not in my shop because the shops that went to Motivation have exclusivity rights for 3 or 6 months. But I will be sure to let you know when it is available after that time frame, or you can find a shop that has the rights to it and pick it up because they're also making kits with it. So if you love this one, find a shop that went to Motivation. They're out there. They will kit it up. And if you need help finding one, I could probably figure out some shops that are kitting it up for you. So I wanted to also show you really quick because did you guys know that I designed some products for the Moda catalog for Sunbonnet? Well, those have been arriving. So fun. So I really quickly wanted to show you some of those because right now I'm in the phase. So I have a lot of different things going on in lots of different collections and stuff. But for the Sunbonnet products, the current phase for the design phase I'm in is packaging design, which is so fun. So it's like, if you think about it, I get to do so many different things. So sewing is this small in what I do now. But like for the Bonnet products, I came up with the design. Then I had to figure out a manufacturer and a supplier. Once I got that good, I get samples in and approve samples and then go back and forth, wait a very long time, finally get the products. So that's where we're at now. We got the products and now I'm in the packaging design phase. So how do I want the recipient, the person or the wonderful quilter that purchases these products, how do I want them to experience the product? How do I want them to experience opening up the product? What needs to be on the card? So that's just like way far out there that you guys probably don't even, maybe, I hope you care about the packaging. I really hope you do. But a lot of us, open up things and throw it all away, which is totally fine. Usually packaging gets thrown away. But how do I want this product to be presented in a quilt shop to you is also my job. And so I have been working on what I call my prototypes to figure out how I want the packaging to be displayed for the product. So let me show you really quick the products that came in. So here's one of the zipper pulls, the charms. So stinky cute. It's in plastic, so it's harder to see. But here is the little sunbonnet girl. This is a zipper charm, or you can use it as a keychain. So that's one. And then, so this is packaging that I printed here and cut a hole in. So like this was also a packaging that I just was like, this is like really cheap paper. So don't look at the paper in the packaging. But here is the other zipper charm. So there's two right here. So cute. This is a design from one of the prints on my fabric. And then this is the sunbonnet girl from the panel. So we've got two zipper charms. Super cute. Super cute. And then we've got two needle minders, and they actually match the zipper pulls. I didn't grab this one, but this is also a needle minder. So if you like the needle minder and the zipper charm, totally fun. So this is a needle minder. It's actually like really powerful magnet. So excited about that. And then this is what the other needle minder will look like. Look how cute the little packaging. It says sunbonnet needle minder. I just love packaging, guys. And then don't look at this bag. This is not the right size bag. This is a binding holder. This is the sunbonnet binding holder. This is the packaging I designed for it. Still need to get it, the actual one here. But I wanted to show you. I have two. So I have the sunbonnet girl and I have flowers with a cutout heart. Now the cutout heart doesn't really mean anything. It's just for decoration. I had a question asked at Motivation. So, and they're double-sided and they're nice acrylic. And so when I bound or binded, I don't know, is it bound or binded my quilts? I used them for that. And you can fit two bindings. So scoot this guy down, you can have another one. This one I just really messily added on there. So you don't really have enough room for two, but it's fine. So these are my new binding holders. I'm so excited about them. With every fabric collection, I will have more. And next fabric collection, I actually have a mini one. So I'm so excited. So excited about this. And then last but not least are the cute little notepads. So these are the sticker and the barcode is like my packaging. But these are the notepads. It says Quilty Notes with the cute little flower motifs. And this is Quilty Notes with the sunbonnet. So stinking cute. I just really love products. I love all the cuteness. I love everything to match and go together. So my next step is I'm going to make a cute little project bag pattern and have my little zipper pull on there. And it'll be so cute. And I can't wait to share it. Sorry for all of this, but I wanted to do a little wrap-up giveaway. Who wants a little wrap-up giveaway? Who wants a giveaway? You guys don't want a giveaway. You're tired of free things, right? As I stand here awkwardly. Okay, Joyce and Sue said, yes, me, please. Okay, so any guesses? So I'm giving away the Love Me pattern. You can already get that, but it's a paper pattern for you. There's two sunbonnet stickers. I have to show you these. They're way too cute. And if you buy, really quick, side note, when you purchase, most of the time when you purchase a product that has to be shipped to your house, whether it be a paper pattern or a kit or not really the goodie boxes because those are packed in a different area, but we will try to put them in. You get little goodies. You've probably seen those before so these are the new goodies that are going to be going in the packaging. So those are cute little sunbonnet stickers. Love those. Anyway, that was just a side note. So you're getting your stickers, you're getting the pattern, you're getting cute little labels. And that's not all, don't worry. I'm giving you 2 sunbonnet mini charms, 2. I'm also giving you the background, hold on, one moment, the background fabric I used in this and the binding fabric. So it's like a little quilt kit. And last but not least, I developed these cute little patches for motivation, which they're actually going to be selling. It says, "Quilt, make me happy," and you're going to get one. So I'm going to be giving that all the way to one person. After the video ends, you have till June 27th to enter. And how you enter is, I need you to answer this question for me, okay? If you could have any of my designs on any kind of product other than fabric, what would it be? What would it be? So I want to know, because there are so many beautiful products out there that I would love to like introduce to my So Quilty Life in our product line. And I would love to know what you would love to have a design of mine on a product. That's a tongue twister. So that's all I have tonight. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with me. Again, don't forget to wait till the video is over to tell me what product you would love to see my design on. Maybe we'll have that come true. I just love that. And thank you for all the love on my new products, my sunbonnet quilts. Don't forget to check out my blog for those 3 patterns. You'll also be able to see all the patterns. You'll be able to have direct links to all the pantographs if you're a quilter, or if you want to send your quilter there so they can pick up one for you. Let's see. And then somebody just asked a question. Mano wanted to ask about the collector tin or bend, the quilt kit. So I don't have that to show you because Moda is making that, but that is going to be strictly exclusive, the little dragonfly patches quilt that I designed to that, and you'll be able to pick that up from your local or favorite quilt shop. So I don't have any of that stuff, but I did design all the products in there and chose them. So it's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really good. But thank you guys so much for being here. Again, check out the blog, check out the pantographs. Thanks for all the love. I cannot wait to see all of your month 2 blocks. I know that we kind of talked about a lot of different things. I've enjoyed seeing your month 1. I cannot wait to see your month 2 blocks and just see your quilt really take shape. And I can't thank you enough for hopping on this call with me and making it so fun. I love chatting with all of you in the chat. I keep looking down there to like see everything, but I just love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. You keep the energy alive. You keep me alive. And you accept me at my, not my worst, because I don't think I'm at my worst, but you accept me in my quilt clothes. So I will see you guys. July 11th is our month 3 kickoff. Guess what else July 11th is? Do you guys know what July 11th is? It's it's 7-Eleven. And you guys probably know what a 7-Eleven is. It's like a gas station that's on every corner in a lot of the East Coast. I don't know about the West Coast. And fun fact, 7-Eleven, July 11th is my birthday. I will be 35 years old or 35 years young, however you want to look at it. And it's going to be, yes, Sienna, yes, it is my birthday, July 11th for the month 3 kickoff. We're going to still do it. It's going to be fun. I might have a party hat. But funny fact before you go, I thought I was very special. So if you know 7-Eleven's, the gas station, you know that they have a Slurpee. And 7-Eleven is like their big day for a free Slurpee. Well, I thought I was really special for a very long time. I would go to 7-Eleven and I got a free slushie or a Slurpee. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my birthday. They know it's my birthday. They're recognizing me. Everybody gets a free Slurpee on 7-Eleven, and I wasn't special. So anyway, fun fact, I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great quilty weekend, and have a safe and happy 4th of July if I don't see you or talk to you then. Feel free to post everything in our Facebook group. And I think that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for being here.